Hi guys, I'm Rajan, also known as the Dentist Rajan if you're new to this channel. I'm a third year dental student at King's College London. So as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, I was lucky enough to get an interview at every single dental school that I applied to. And there's honestly no secret in doing so, it's just making sure you tick all the boxes and stand out amongst the crowd. I'm not one to keep you guys waiting, so in a quick summary, I believe that firstly you need to be able to tick all the academic boxes, so you need to have all the grades, the GCSEs, the A-levels and your UK CAP or BMAT score. Putting all the academia aside, you then need to have really strong work experience and you need to be able to show what you've learned from that work experience. You need to have shown that you've done some volunteering work. You need to be able to prove that you can interact with people and have shown capabilities as a leader and as part of a team. You really need to beautifully be able to summarise all of that in a comprehensive personal statement. The dental application process, in my opinion, is rather simple. All you're trying to do is show that you've done sufficient work experience to show that you understand what the attributes are that you need to be a dentist. And then you want to talk about yourself and the experiences that you've gone through and your specific qualities and attributes and why you think you have those specific qualities and attributes, and then matching them two together to describe to the admission tutors why you think you will therefore be a good dentist. So without further ado, let's get into it and I'll tell you exactly how I got all 4 of my interviews for the dental schools that I applied to. So we'll start with GCSEs, which I must have done in 2014, which seems like an age ago now. In 2014 they were still operating with the old grading system and I was lucky enough to get 11 A stars in the 11 subjects that I did. Honestly, I don't know how I got an A star in English. My English is absolutely shocking, but that really was the peak for my academia. But it really allowed me to have an exceptional educational platform to build on and launch an application. Having been successful at GCSEs, I took my foot off the pedal and had a disappointing AS year when it came to the exams. I achieved 2 A's and 2 B's, a B in both biology and chemistry, and in fairness they were pretty low B's, and that really set me back to applying to dental school. I was told by my admissions tutor that it would be highly unlikely that I would be able to get into dental school, but he still supported me if he thought that was my passion, and that really was a humbling experience and brought me back down to earth that this application process and getting into dental school was not be as easy as I might have expected after my GCSEs. So obviously following my disappointing grades at AS level, it was a struggle to convince my biology teacher to give me a predicted grade of A in biology, and they sat me down and they said, this is the amount of work that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to retake the longer AS paper alongside doing all your A2 work. So I turned around and said, yep, I'll put the work in, I'll put the effort in, and thankfully my biology teacher raised my predicted grade of B to an A. So with my predicted grades at 3 A's, which was the standard offer for dentistry at the time, I think I was in a pretty good place to apply for dental school with the academics that I had. We now move on to the AS summer where I had to do my UK CAP. I'm not going to talk about my UK CAP too much because simply it wasn't that good. I only got 620 I think, and I'm not one to give tips on the UK CAP. There are so many videos out there which offer a huge amount of tips and advice for the UK CAP, and furthermore there are so many courses that can give you far better advice than I can. What I can tell you about the UK CAT, and I've mentioned it before, is it's not the be all and end all. Don't be disheartened if you do badly, just use it as passion to focus on other areas of your dental application. So if you are new around here or you're a returning viewer who's yet to hit the subscribe button, do go down there and click subscribe. It shows me that you're enjoying my content and really gives me more passion to continue bringing these videos out for you. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button as well. Cheers guys. So following your GCSEs, that's the time when you want to start thinking about work experience. So I went out and did a minimum of 10 weeks work experience at an NHS practice and a private dental practice, along with work experience at dental laboratories and at Northwick Park maxillofacial surgery. This gave me a hugely comprehensive background on the field of dentistry. What the admissions officers are looking for is they want to see that you understand what it's like to be a dentist. You're getting into a 5-year course and then you're going to go and be a dentist for the next 30 to 35 years of your life. Therefore, whether you're passionate about it or whether you're not passionate about it, the dental admissions tutors want to see that you've gone out there and done the research, had the work experience, done the shadowing, so you truly appreciate the difficulties, the stress, but also the reward and happiness that you can get from being a dentist. So along with all this work experience, the following summer in my AS level year, me and my family went to India and I was able to shadow and volunteer at a dental hospital in South India. I shadowed faculty members in periodontology, orthodontics, oral surgery, restorative dentistry, pediatrics. So as you can see here, I put up the official amount of days that I did work experience at all these practices, and it really does tot up. However, it's not quite good enough to just do your work experience. What's more important and what the dental admissions tutors want to see is that you've learnt and picked up on what dentistry, the dental profession, a dentist's life is like. So as I mentioned, when I went to South India, not only did I shadow dentists, but I was also able to do some volunteering work in a nearby village where I taught children how to speak and write English. I did further volunteering work at a sheltered housing scheme, and once again, not does this just show that you're a kind and caring person, but it also shows that you have an ability to interact with people who perhaps are not as privileged as you are. You take a lot of pride and happiness in giving back to the community, which essentially is what dentistry should be all about. So next is something that I think is often hugely overlooked, and is incredibly important to show that you do have a life outside of dentistry and outside of academia, and that is your extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities can prove that you do have the ability to de-stress. They can also exhibit manual dexterity skills, social skills, leadership skills, and teamwork skills. Dentistry is well known worldwide for being one of the most stressful professions. Sometimes you need to have a hobby or an escape which helps you to get away from the clinic and surgery. It can also be important in your application to show that you have interacted with different people from different backgrounds with different personalities. As a dentist, you're going to be interacting with an array of people from different communities, and you need to be able to interact and talk with everyone. Extracurricular activities can show that you have demonstrated qualities as a leader, but also within a team, and that is incredibly important in a dental environment as a dentist. So what were the extracurricular activities that I did when I was applying? Well, from a young age, I played an awful lot of cricket, as you know, and that's given me, as well as manual dexterity skills, social skills, because obviously I've been in a team of 11, but also I've been captain since a young age, and that has allowed me to interact and lead people from different communities in different environments, and I really do think that has granted me strong leadership and social skills. I also played, though not to a high standard, musical instruments when I was younger, which again exhibits manual dexterity, and I'm extremely passionate about music and about film, and that shows that I do have a life outside of dentistry where I can escape and focus on those things to take my mind off the clinic. So now that we've spoken about academia, work experience, volunteering and extracurricular activities, we've basically summed up the whole dental application. But now we have to be able to weave that all together in a comprehensive personal statement which adds all these great qualities about you and ties it to why those qualities will make you a great dentist. Writing a good personal statement which shows leadership skills, teamwork skills, intelligence, honesty and your personality goes a really long way in applying to dental school, and is one of, if not the most important part of the application. If you'd like, in a future video I can display my personal statement on screen and go through everything line by line, but I think that's going to take far too much time today, and so if that's something that you'd like to see, again drop it in the comments below. Unfortunately, that brings this video to the end now guys, but I hope you've got a bit more of an understanding about how I was able to get all 4 of my interviews for dental school. Obviously at this stage I'd got no offers, but obviously getting those 4 interviews gave me huge confidence that I was going to be able to secure 1 offer. If you guys are still a little bit confused about how I managed to get all 4 interviews, feel free to leave a comment or drop me a message on my Instagram, which you can see here. I'm the Dentist Raj, and I'll see you guys soon.